गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः. First of all, offer my millions of obeisances to lotus feet of Asmade Gurupad Padman Kila Prishth Jagat Guru Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Tirandi Swami Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Dandi Maharaj, Namnishta Santa Shri Aniruddha Das Prabhuji, all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, please accept my humble obeisances. We are reading from Śrī Bhagavad-gītā, chapter titled Dhyana Yoga. Verses are 13 and 14. Samam kaya shiro grivam dharayan achalam sthira samprekshanasikagram swam dishaschanavalokayan prashantatma vigatavir brahmachari vrate sthita manasayamyamachitto yukta sitamatpara. Samam, straight, kaya, body, shiraha, head, grivam, and neck, dharayan, holding, achalam, unmoving, sthiraha, still, sampreksha, looking, nasika, of the nose, agram, at the tip, swam, on, dishaha, on all sides, cha, also, anavalokayan, not looking, prashanta, unagitated, atma, mind, vigata bhi, devoid of fear, brahmachari vrate, in the vow of celibacy, sthitaha, situated, manaha, mind, samyamya, completely subduing, mat, upon me, krishna, chittaha, concentrating the mind, yuktaha, the actual yogi, asita, should sit, mat, may, paraha, the ultimate goal. One should hold one's body, neck, and head erect in a straight line and stare steadily at the tip of the nose. Thus, with an unagitated, subdued mind, devoid of fear, completely free from sex life, one should meditate upon me within the heart and make me the ultimate goal of life. The goal of life is to know Krishna, who is situated within the heart of every living being as Paramatma, the four-handed Vishnu form. The yoga process is practiced in order to discover and see this localized form of Vishnu, and not for any other purpose. The localized Vishnu Murti is the plenary representation of Krishna dwelling within one's heart. One who has no program to realize this Vishnu Murti is uselessly engaged in mock yoga practice and is certainly wasting his time. Krishna is the ultimate goal of life, and the Vishnu Murti situated in one's heart is the object of yoga practice. To realize this Vishnu Murti within the heart, one has to observe complete abstinence from sex life. Therefore, one has to leave home and live alone in a secluded place, remaining seated as mentioned above. One cannot enjoy sex life daily at home or elsewhere and attend a so called yoga class and thus become a yogi. One has to practice controlling the mind and avoiding all kinds of sense gratification, of which sex life is the chief. In the rules of celibacy, written by the great sage Yagyavalkya, it is said, कर्मणा मनसा वाचा सर्वावस्थासु सर्वदा सर्वत्र मैथुन त्यागो brahmacharyam prajakshate. The vow of brahmacharya is meant to help one completely abstain from sex indulgence in work, words, and mind at all times, under all circumstances, and in all places. No one can perform correct yoga practice through sex indulgence. Brahmacharya is taught, therefore, from childhood when one has no knowledge of sex life. Children at the age of 5 are sent to the Gurukul, or the place of the spiritual master, and the master trains the young boys in the strict discipline of becoming brahmacharis. Without such practice, no one can make advancement in any yoga, whether it be dhyana, jnana, or bhakti. One who, however, follows the rules and regulations of married life, having a sexual relationship only with his wife, and that also under regulation, is also called a brahmachari. Such a restrained householder brahmachari may be accepted in the bhakti school, but the jnana and dhyana schools do not even admit householder brahmacharis. They require complete abstinence without compromise. In the bhakti school, a householder brahmachari is allowed controlled sex life because the cult of Bhakti Yoga is so powerful that one automatically loses sexual attraction being engaged in the superior service of the Lord. In the Bhagavad-gītā 2.59, it is said, Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. Whereas others are forced to restrain themselves from sense gratification, a devotee of the Lord automatically refrains because of superior taste. Other than the devotee, no one has any information of that superior taste. Vigatavi, one cannot be fearless unless one is full in Krishna consciousness. A conditioned soul is fearful due to his perverted memory, his forgetfulness of his eternal relationship with Krishna. The Bhagavatam 11 Canto, 2nd chapter, verse 37 says, Bhayam dvitiya viniveshitasyat ishat apetasya viparyo smrti. Krishna consciousness is the only basis for fearlessness. Therefore, perfect practice is possible for a person who is Krishna conscious. And since the ultimate goal of yoga practice is to see the Lord within, a Krishna conscious person is already the best of all yogis. The principles of the yoga system mentioned herein are different from those of the popular so-called yoga societies. Verse number chapter 6, verse number 13 and 14 from Srila Gurudev's version. समं काय शिरा शिरोग्रीवं धारयन् अचलं स्थिरा सम्प्रेक्ष्य नासिकाग्रं स्वं दिशश्चान्वलोकयन् प्रशान्तात्मा विगतभिर्ब्रह्मचारी व्रते स्थिता मनः संयम्य मच्चित्तो युक्तासीत मत्परा. Dharayan, holding kaya, his body, shiraha, head, grivam and neck, samam equipoised, achalam unmoving, sthiraha steadfast, cha and sampreksha gazing, swam nasika agram at the tip of his nose, anavalokayan not glancing, disha to the other directions, prashanta atma filled with peace, vigatavi free from fear, sthitaha fixed, brahmachari vrate in a vow of celibacy, samyamya controlling, manaha the mind, yukta engaged in, machitta thinking of me, asita should sit, matparaha engrossed in me. Keeping one's body, neck and head erect and steady, one should fix one's vision solely on the tip of the nose, thus following strict celibacy, becoming fearless, peaceful and controlling the mind. One should practice yoga by meditating on me with one pointed attention, remaining always devoted to me. The middle part of the body is called kaya or the torso. Samam means not crooked, or in other words, straight, and achalam means not moving, steady. Keeping the torso straight and steady, restraining the mind from sense objects, one should become dedicated to my bhakti while meditating on my beautiful four-handed Vishnu form. Sarartha Varshini Prakashika Vritti. If the sitting posture is firm and comfortable, it helps in one's spiritual practice. There are 64 types of postures such as Swastika, Mayura, Garuda and Padma. Patanjali has also said, Sthira Sukham Asanam. The asana should be firm and comfortable. In Shvetashvetar Upanishad, the process of asana has been explained. Keeping the torso, head and neck in a straight line and controlling all the senses, one should practice yoga by absorbing one's mind in meditating on Brahma, situated in the heart. Such learned sadhakas cross over the terrible ocean of kama and krodha in the material world by the boat of Brahma. If one doubts the need to adopt an asana posture for the gross body while remembering Bhagavan within the mind, Vedanta Sutra 4.1.7 says, Asina Sambhavat. One should remember Sri Hari while sitting in a firm asana. Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan explains in his Govinda Bhashya, it is not possible to concentrate the chitta thoughts without an asana. While walking, moving, standing and sleeping, the thoughts remain distracted. In such circumstances, it is not possible to make the chitta one-pointed. This is also cited in Śrīmad Bhagavatam from Shuchau Deshe Pratisthapya up to Hetutvam Api Asati. and also Sama Asana Asina. These shlokas are of great value in helping to understand this topic in more detail. In the Yoga Sutra, also it is said, Antara Laksho Bahir Drushti Sthira Chitta Susangataha. One's outer perception should be directed within, and one's mind should be stable due to auspicious association. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpataru Vaishya Kripa Sindhu Vaja Parithanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.